and welcome on NCC TV. I'm your host, Holly. Today I have a visitor in the studios. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself to you guys. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to NCC TV.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself to the viewers.
Hi, NCTV?
NCC TV.
NCC TV.
Yes.
My name is Ryan Kim, and I am currently the leader of an organization called Ubuntu Network. It's a small organization in Korea, and I'm also a part of this organization called Girls Be Strong. Yeah, that's my...
Kim, welcome on NCC TV.
Thank you.
Tell us about your organization. What do you do, and why are you here?
Okay, so last time we came here was the June of 2023, and when we came here, I was a member of Ubuntu of Girls Be Strong. Ubuntu Network was not created yet, and one of the missions of Girls Be Strong was improving the situation of single mothers in Uganda.
Okay.
So we went to like local villages, and we met with some single mothers, and we tried to help solve some of their problems. And one of the problems that the mother had was she wanted to go back to school, but she had the baby and she didn't have the money to do so. So we sponsored her restart of the education at the school. So that's why we are here today, to see how she's doing, and like what her dreams are, what she plans to be, how the baby is doing, and stuff like that.
Okay, wow, that's a great initiative. Why single mothers and why Uganda?
So for the first question, the mission of Girls Be Strong are single mothers, among other problems that this organization focuses on. Ubuntu Network is an entirely separate organization with different goals, but for now we are here as a continuation of Girls Be Strong mission. And why single mothers? One of the reasons, the leader of this organization was very passionate about women's rights, and especially women's rights in Uganda and Africa, to broaden it up, because like for underdeveloped countries, like most countries in Uganda, most countries in Africa, women's rights are not yet on the same level as men's rights. That's why problems like single mothers happen, because men don't take responsibility for the babies, and they run away, and they don't take responsibility of the child. So yeah, the leader of this organization was very passionate about that mission, and the reason it was Uganda was because the leader was in close contact with a pastor, Reverend Choi, who we met a few minutes ago. Reverend Choi we had a contact with Reverend Choi, and we heard from him that he knew a lot of single mothers in the villages that he visits. So yeah, that's how we thought we were best situated in Uganda, where we knew Reverend Choi.
Oh, okay. So why did you choose to be part of this organization? You as a person, what led you to be part of these organizations?
So how I joined Girls Be Strong was because I knew Girls Be Strong through a friend of a friend, the leader of Girls Be Strong. So my friend heard about this organization, and my friend knew that I was passionate about these social issues, like solving social issues, because I'm kind of a social guy. Just joking, but still, I'm very passionate about like solving social issues, especially cultural issues, because I am like more into diverse culture, preserving the diverse culture of the world.
Okay.
So that's what I'm passionate about, and she knew that, so she introduced this organization to me, and then I thought it was a good mission, so I joined.
Okay. So why are you interested in social cultures?
One of the reasons I'm interested in culture is because as a Korean American, I have both passports. I am citizen of both. I am kind of in the middle of two cultures, right? In the household, it is a very Korean cultural experience, but in my school, in my environment, is American.
Yes.
And between the two cultures, I thought the interplay was very interesting, and I thought it was a good environment for people. But then Korean and American is not the only cultures in the world. There are hundreds or even thousands of different cultures in Africa alone.
Yes.
So the interplay between the cultures is something I thought was worth preserving for a global community.
Wow, that's really interesting. You said something about women's rights a while
Right.
back. Why do you think in underdeveloped countries women's rights are still a big issue?
So historically, men were in a higher power position than women because first is the biological difference. Men with their hormones, men hormones like testosterone, are easier to build muscles, easier to get stronger, and also women, if they get pregnant, they can't work for 10 plus months. Moreover, women have like it is socially kind of accepted that women are more emotional than men. Like emotional as in they easily raise their voices and stuff like that. Of course, there are men who are very emotional, but
Yes.
still, that was kind of the historical look at gender roles. But with developed countries, as the world began developing their technologies and stuff like that, we started to learn that we are not different. We are all the same. So that's why the women's rights movements started happening. The feminist movements started happening in those countries. But most countries in Africa are not there yet. So I see stuff's happening, but still it is not yet quite in the same level as most Western countries.
Okay. So how is your organization planning to advocate for women's rights?
So one of the missions of Girls Be Strong was women's rights, and more specifically, single women, single mothers.
Single
and
mothers.
the reason this happens, we thought, was there were mainly two reasons that we identified. First was that it is very hard to get married in Uganda legally as well as culturally, because from what we learned, like there is a fee that you have to pay if you want to get married.
A bride price.
Right.
Yes.
And it's a very big sum of money for most women in Uganda right now. And so it is very hard to get married and get like those legal claims.
It's the man that pays the money.
Right. It's the man, but like the price that the woman has to pay to the man's household isn't there like and the men too. The men are reluctant to get married to the woman because of the price.
Okay.
Right? And because they don't want to get married, they don't have to take responsibility. That's one of the reasons. And the second reason was that most single mothers are young. And the reason that most single mothers are young is because they are not yet educated to the level that they know what is best for them. So we are focusing right now on the education part. So we are sponsoring like schools for them to take more women. We are sponsoring schools to take care of the women, to educate them about what single mother is, how to not be a single mother. So we made lessons in some of the schools that we talked to that teaches young women about single mothers and how to not be one and how to think for themselves. So yeah, that's how we are planning to solve the single mother's problem and advocate for women's rights.
Okay. So is Namasu a part of the schools that you are sponsoring?
Not right now. We are here today to see how one of our single mothers that we sponsored is doing, because she came to the school as a fashion and design major, and we saw how she was doing. We talked with her, and we talked with her like how the baby is doing. So before this interaction, we didn't have any contact with the school, but since we know. But most of the schools that we talk to is like primary schools and secondary schools, because we think education for young women is most important in solving the single mothers issue, because most single mothers become single mothers before the age of 16, especially in Africa. So we thought education up until age of at least 14 or 15 is crucial in at least reducing the rate of single mothers. So right now we are sponsoring most schools we are sponsoring is primary schools. Yeah.
So are you also sponsoring children who are not single mothers yet, as a way of prevention?
As a way of prevention, the way that we sponsor, quote unquote, like support the children who are not yet for not yet single mothers
Single
are
mothers,
single
yeah.
mothers are, as I just told you, education. We
Yeah.
provide them education. That's how we sponsor them.
Okay.
And there is a woman that we sponsor who brought us to this community. So a very close friend of Reverend Choi as well. Her name is Gift. She was also an alumni of this college, I believe. She is now, her dream is to become the Minister of Education of Uganda,
Wow.
to advocate to improve the current education system. And we thought that was a wonderful dream for her and a good way to improve the situation. So yeah, we are sponsoring her as well.
Wow, that's a great thing. So why did you guys do an interview? Like, what was the interview part of?
So one of the things that we do when we come to Uganda is we provide the education, we provide technologies for the education, and we also create media that for the world to see, for them to know, because the perception about these problems, the knowledge about these problems, because people don't know that these problems exist until they search it up. So one of our goals is to increase the general knowledge level about these social issues, so that people get more interested and people get more involved in these social issues. So we create like documentaries, we create videos about these issues, and then we publish them and we send them to documentary contests and stuff like that for people to see, so that they learn about these issues and they get interested and involved.
Okay. For any girl out there who might want to join your organization, how can they join?
So right now our organization is based mainly in South Korea. Girls Be Strong is not my organization, so I'm not sure about them. But Ubuntu Network, we are mainly based on students from an island in South Korea called Jeju Island.
Okay.
So for now, and most of the members are from my school. I like sent out an email to all the school students and then said, if you're interested, please come talk to me. And then we currently have like 9 members in Ubuntu Network alone. And Girls Be Strong, I'm not sure about, but the leader is going to give the leader position to my brother soon. So it all depends on him. But I think if you want to join this organization in Uganda, if that's what you mean.
Yes, that's what I mean.
So if girls want to get involved in our mission, I think it is probably you would have to talk to my brother. Yeah.
Okay. Are you with your brother?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, leaving that alone, how do you see Uganda? What do you like about Uganda? Have you learned any word yet?
Yeah, I learned that Cebu Cebu means man.
Yes.
And Nyapo means woman. And I learned the greeting, it was Jabareko.
Jebaliko Sebo.
Jabareko Cebu and Jabareko Nyapo.
Yes.
Right.
How about food?
Food. I want to try Rolex.
You haven't tried Rolex?
No.
No, you should try Rolex.
I know, I want to, but my mom won't.
No, you should sneak out and try
Exactly.
it out.
Exactly, that's what I plan to.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Also Luwombo.
Luwombo?
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about it?
Oh.
What it is?
Most times it's chicken. They use these fiber leaves and cook it. It's really good.
Right.
And matoke.
I tried matoke.
How did you?
I love it. Like,
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
very good.
Wow.
It's basically banana, so.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Give us your final remarks and then we close the show.
I just want people to know that people in Uganda to know that there are people like me who want to help your situation, who want to improve your situation. So I just want people to not give up on their dreams, because the single mother that we sponsored almost gave up on her dreams before we came and before we sponsored her to come to the school. So I just want people to know that you guys can have dreams too.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me here.
Bye.
Bye.